Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So I've let you know in two previous videos today that Microsoft has already started testing the movable taskbar in the Insider program, and that the smaller taskbar has also been tested. I'll leave both videos linked if you like some more information. But just to let you know about some upcoming developments that Microsoft has also announced late last week in my part of the world, where Microsoft says it's now going to give you more control over your layout of the start menu. And I do think that these improvements are definitely a step in the right direction. So Microsoft says that over the coming weeks, insiders first of all will get number one, section level toggles to independently show or hide pinned, recommended, I don't have it enabled, but if you have recommended, and your all sections of the start menu. One toggle per section that is simple and clear. And I really think that's a nice move. And then the next up, Microsoft says there'll be a separate control for file recommendations, because currently turning off recommended in Start, like I have, also turns off jump lists and recent files in File Explorer, which is not optimum, because I have seen a couple of comments on the channel that users were complaining that you turn off recommended, it turns off those jump lists and recent files in File Explorer. So with this change, Microsoft says you can disable file recommendations in Start without affecting recent files in other places. Once again, I do think that is a step in the right direction. And here's a very big one I've touched on briefly when it was very much still as a hidden feature, and now Microsoft says, third up, you'll be able to change the start menu size, which currently is not the case. And this has been a pet peeve of mine since the release of Windows 11, where you'll have start menu size settings that let you choose your preferred size, because currently Start adapts to your display, which is not optimum. So if you've got a big display or a large display, Start menu has got 8 rows or columns of pinned apps, making the start menu bigger. And if you're like me on a smaller screen on this laptop, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's currently how it is. But with this change, you can choose small or large, so your preference stays consistent across displays whenever possible. Once again, definitely an improvement. And then the fourth improvement, the option to hide your name and profile picture in Start for added privacy is going to being tested in the Insider program. So Microsoft says the option to hide your name and profile will benefit when sharing your screen, presenting, or streaming. And once again, a small yet significant little touch and move, which I really think is a step forward. So basically at the end of the day, Microsoft says these controls are designed to work together. So if you want a start menu with just your pinned apps, as we can see in the image provided, you can turn off recommended and all. And if you want a full start that shows everything, you can leave it all on. With Microsoft saying the goal is simple, it's your choice, and it should be easy to make, quote unquote. So some nice improvements coming to the taskbar and the start menu. And this is all due to user feedback and obviously backlash since the release of Windows 11 back in 2021, where Microsoft stripped these basic features out of the OS for whatever reason. So a nice set of improvements are soon going to be making their way into the stable version. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.